If diversity was known by any other name, Philip Lynn could be it. Philip and his wife Bettina own and operate 2 cropping farms in their hometown of Glen Innes in New England, lease another 2 farms in Glen Innes and Ebor for their beef cattle business, as well as operating 2 goat buying depots in Glen Innes and Cobar.
We've got 3 main enterprises with the cattle, the soybeans and the wheat, and of course the goat trading operation, which was the reason why we got into it, was to give that extra cash flow to be able to handle any risk that happens on any farming operation.
The Lynns made the decision more than a decade ago that if they wanted to make a good go of the farming industry, they needed to have a few balls in the air. Their cropping operation in Glen Innes is totally organic. Philip and Bettina produce 100 tonnes of soybeans and 100 to 200 tonnes of spelt wheat annually, undersown with the Lynn's own red clover seed, which are fertilised using a variety of natural rock phosphates and organic phosphate fertilisers.
Our operation is very sustainable. Our soils are coming alive again. We look after them, we nurture them. We're starting to use more compost in our soils now, and we feel that will be very sustainable. We can get away with working our soil, and we have a reasonably reliable rainfall.
Trading as Clancy Pastoral, the Lynns also breed 170 calves each year on their 500-hectare fattening block at Ebor and their 130-hectare farm near Glen Innes. The extreme diversity is intentional. In the late 90s, the Lynns wanted to manage their farming risk by developing a rural operation that would give them more reliable cash flow. The lean towards an organic farming future was made after a number of trips to the organically minded Denmark.
We have some good alliances with buyers who have been buying our beef, our soybeans and our wheat, our spelt wheat for the last 8 or 10 years. They're happy with the product. It's good quality, good protein. With the beef, it's well finished. We do forward sell contracts for our grain, our soybeans and our wheat.
But for the Lynns, organic crops and beef cattle weren't enough. They also own and operate Osgoat, a goat meat processor and export company which processes more than 300,000 goats a year from New South Wales, Queensland and South Australia.
It started off slowly 15 years ago, and we were buying and selling to different operators just to help our cash flow situation. Now we just are a supply company, and we supply lots of numbers to different export operators at the present.
A dedicated farmer and community-minded man, Philip sandwiches himself nicely between his farms and his New England community, with his wife and 2 children.
We're always trying to give back what the community gives to us.